At this point in my life, I have everything I could dream of. I have the perfect cabin in the woods. I have the most amazing and supportive girlfriend. I have 2 huskies that are both lovely and a bit crazy. And I have my dream job making videos online. But for some reason, I'm still not happy. And last week, I actually figured out why. It was kind of actually an epiphany I had. So this is not a sad story at all. It's actually kind of a positive one. And I want to share it with you because I think and hope it's gonna help you too as it did me. So grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you feel like and sit down and relax, and you and I are gonna have this conversation together. But we first need to start off with rewinding time a bit, because I want to talk about the last couple of months or weeks. It's honestly been extremely stressful. It may seem like I've lived a very slow and simple lifestyle out here, and in some sense I really do. But what I've been feeling the last couple of weeks or months actually is extremely stressed and extremely overworked. I had this realization last week actually when I went to therapy. I have this weekly appointment with my therapist, and he had given me an assignment of he wanted me to write down a piece of paper on what I want my life to look like in 2027, so in 5 years. And I took a whole week to just think about it and just wrote down what I pictured the cabin life would look like, how my life with Christine would look like, job-wise, how is everything looking, and then just filled half a piece of paper, I would say. And then the next week we met up. We have this therapy sessions online, so it's very convenient. So we met up online and just talked it through, and I told him about my 5-year plan on how it would look like. When we were talking about that subject, I started going, not off trail I would say, but at least like spinning off a bit of the topic. He wanted to talk about 5 years in the future, but then I realized like it's also interesting to go 5 years back. Like, how would my life look like if I picture myself in 2017 and I got the same assignment from the therapist? What would I write down on my list then? Because back then in 2017, I was very recently dumped by my then girlfriend. At the time girlfriend, I had no job. I had almost no money at all. I didn't own this place. So everything was looking quite shitty, to be honest. The first half year of 2017 was very dark from my point of view. And I was very depressed, even though I had a lot of good things going on. So then I started talking out loud with the therapist, like, okay, if I'm in 2017, I'm in this kind of mindset, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm expecting out of life and hoping for. I probably would write down that I want to leave the city. I want to move out to the countryside, hopefully in a small house or a cabin. I would very much like it to be somewhere in nature. Not a lot of neighbors, hopefully a bit secluded. And I would write down that I would hope that I share this lifestyle with a girlfriend. I have no idea at the time how to even find a girlfriend, if I would find a place like this. And then I would write down that I would like to have a few pets, animals. And that could be dogs or maybe a sheep or a cat or something. But just animals around this place. That would really fit my dream. And one of the biggest topics would be that I would hopefully be able to live off something I think is really fun to do. And at the time I was writing a lot of music, my own songs. I was doing a lot of videos just for fun, and even some for clients. So I was like, that could be really fun if I could do that one day. And then when I was talking to the therapist, I was like, that's exactly the list. If I would dream in 2017 and I would picture myself in 2022, I have everything I could ever dream of. If I would pitch this life to 2017 version of myself and say like, oh, you're gonna have this, 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 and this, and this, I would like, ha, yeah, sure. Sounds good. I would not believe myself. I would not believe myself at all if I told myself in 2017 that I had all this. So why am I not happy? Why can't I appreciate this thing that is going on in my life? So I decided a few things for myself, because I realized there's a lot of things going on here. this is the important part, I never stop up to feel grateful for what I do have. I'm just on to the next thing. As soon as I'm done with a video or a project or anything, I'm already on the next thing. I never take a break really. And I don't think that's so healthy. Like if I'm just gonna continue into eternity of this kind of grind, I'm gonna hit a wall. I'm gonna hit it really hard. I know it's gonna sound cheesy, but it's actually not about reaching that end goal. It's about the journey there. Embracing and actually enjoying what we do have in life right now, at this very moment. What are we thankful for? What are we grateful for? Because that thing you're living right now might be the last time you're experiencing that. Like maybe, like right now, I can look back at the time I was studying at the university and like, oh, I can really miss that time. Why didn't I embrace that even more when I was studying? Small things like that, or embracing being a not parent before I'm becoming a parent. So all of those things, like embracing where you are right now, big or small, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're living in the moment. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But here's where I want to include you in this video. This is me saying that I'm not grateful for the things I have in my life. And I want to be better at stopping up a few times, saying I'm grateful for having a healthy body, having a lifestyle where I'm close to nature and can just step outside the door and have trees right there. I'm healthy, that my girlfriend is healthy. I'm very happy for our dogs, that everything is working. I'm happy for having a really good relationship to my family. You for some reason take these things for granted when you just live it every day and just continue the next thing, and as soon as you're done with the next project you just move on to the next. I could feel I'm really faulty in that area, and that's why I wanted to talk with you about it as well, that I feel like I don't want to portray this kind of lifestyle that I'm living, this super happy lifestyle out here. Everything is perfect and it's roses and everything smells nice. But it's actually a lot of hard work and a lot of stress going into it. And I don't know at this point of recording this, I don't know how to break the cycle. The only way I know now is just to stop up a few times a day and just be grateful for what I do have. Head to the comment section and write down 3 things that you feel grateful for, that you need to stop up a bit just in this video. Hit pause if you feel like it. Just think for a bit. What are 3 things that you are grateful for at this very moment? And that could be big or small, it doesn't matter. It can be grateful for that you're feeling that Christmas is almost here, or that you just got a salary bump, or yeah, whatever it may be. Just write it down and share it, because I think this collective comments that is gonna end up down here under the video is gonna be something very powerful, because then we all can scroll through it and see like, oh yeah, that's true. Like that's remind me of my life, and we can interact with each other, because I think the best thing for me, from my point of view, of making these videos is the community we have created around these videos. That was my whole hope when I started making videos, that like it could be really cool to create your own community where you can put out thoughts and ideas and people are interacting with them and building their own stuff on top of that. So that's why I want to interact with you guys as well, to write down three things that you are grateful for at this very moment. If you feel like these kind of self-development videos is something you appreciate and want to hear more about, I have made a playlist of my what I call cabin conversation videos. I have a whole playlist down in the description where you can check out more videos, and I also have a bi-weekly newsletter that I send out bi-weekly, 2 times a month, about creativity, minimalism and self-development. And there's a lot of these kind of topics where I send out in my newsletter, sharing a thought or a challenge to the readers. And it's actually, there's a lot of people reading that newsletter. It's a lot of new subscribers, which I'm very happy about. But if you want to check those out, there's in the description. Otherwise I would recommend that video. I made a whole video about how it is to be a YouTuber behind the scenes here in the simple living cabin. Or otherwise you can check out that one too. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. And thank you for listening.